just think fasting is the absolute holy grail of health and wellness and longevity.
Okay.
And that this stuff of eating 6 to 8 meals a day is not good for your health. It's potentially aging you. I would say it is aging you and destroying you.
And why is that?
A lot of reasons. Okay, you're eating 6 to 8 meals a day. You're consistently consuming food, right?
Yep.
Regardless of what you eat, right? Those meals are constantly leading to insulin production, like protein.
Insulin, okay.
Right? So we're getting an oversecretion of insulin, right? Also, there's digestive overload, bro.
Okay.
Your body's constantly working to digest shit.
Yep.
And so this doesn't even give your gut time to heal itself, right? Which is essential. A healthy gut is essential for the absorption of essential nutrients that we need to maintain health and vitality.
Yep.
Autophagy, right? So
Explain autophagy.
Well, autophagy is basically just your body's own way of cleaning out like bad shit, bad cells. Bad cells. It's
Yep.
your own way. And so to some degree or not, like there's minimal levels of autophagy occurring, but if you're not giving yourself a certain period of time in between food, right? There's a reason why there's break fast, right?
Yeah, break fast,
right? You're breaking your fast, right? So we need to go a certain period of time without eating, and the minimum is literally 12 hours, and it starts ramping up to
minimum 12.
Yeah, it starts ramping up to 24 hours.
Okay,
right?
let's break it down here.
So I would also say too, man, the best way, like you talk to anybody, somebody is a legit expert on this field, whether it's like David Sinclair or somebody like the number one way to extend your life is to eat less often. That's 100% fact.
It's to eat less often.
Eat less often.
Okay. Talk to me about the fasting hours. You said, what are you doing, 18?
No. Okay, so it's kind of a fluctuating thing, but I want to.
When is autophagy set? Or go ahead.
Well, I say like autophagy really starts to ramp up, from my understanding, at around 12 to 24 hours.
Okay.
And the longer you go, the deeper you go.
Yeah.
The more magic starts to happen.
Yep.
And I've done 126-hour fast, man. And
which is how many days? That's what?
It's over 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and I could have went even longer, but I had a social thing, right? And this is another thing, man. Sometimes we're allowing. There's always a birthday, bro.
Yep.
There's always a graduation. There's always a celebration.
Something.
There's always something, man, for you to be a fatty, man, and to poison yourself and kill yourself and take years off your life by putting shit in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
So fasting is this is the way I look at fasting, right? There's a reason why every single ancient sage, mystic leader, spiritual leader fasted and meditated. Everything is information. This conversation that people are listening to is information. Food that we consume is information, right? And our body is basically it's a computer. It's a CPU, right? And so we're putting information into this computer avatar body that holds our spirit, our sentience in it, right? That's having a programming on us.
Yep.
Right? And so what happens if you have too many programs running on your phone, your computer, you have too much information, it slows down. It doesn't work well, right? So what's your way? What's your antivirus software, right? Is meditation, letting go, is fasting. It's giving your body a break to clean out and to do its job, man. And the thing is we got plenty of stored energy, man. And, we got plenty of stored energy. You're not going to burn muscle. You're not going to lose all kinds of mass. Like, look, I could be bigger than I am right now. I got plenty of muscle mass. I'm about 228 pounds or whatever. And a typical, like my last meal yesterday was at 4:30 p.m. and I ate at 1:30. Okay, I ate from 1:30 to 4:30.
1:30 to 4:30.
Yeah, I ate within a 3-hour window.
So you had a 21-hour fast window.
Yeah, and so
How many meals did you eat in that 3 hours?
2 good ones, right? So my first meal was 10 pasture-raised eggs cooked in a little bit of beef tallow. And then
Talking about eggs since you mentioned.
okay, eggs,
I eat eggs.
Eggs is
morning and night.
If I could eat one food for the rest of my life, it's going to be an egg.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this. I was at a conference on water last year with a great friend of mine from Japan, David Holland. And there was these world-renowned leaders in water research. These doctors and these scientists, man, brilliant, brilliant minds. And I'm in the presence of them, right? And somehow or another, prior to this conversation, me and my buddy David were talking, if you can only eat one food, what would it be?
Yeah.
And
eggs.
I'm saying an egg. Yeah. Egg is the number one. And so he asked this question to this doctor from Australia, and he said the egg.
Yeah.
And the egg's everything, man. It's a complete source of protein.
Fat.
Got all the 9 essential amino acids. It's got good fats. It has omega-3s. It's got good cholesterol. Cholesterol is the backbone for hormonal production.
Come on.
You got lutein in there, a powerful antioxidant. You got choline for brain health. You got all kinds of minerals, right? So a happy, healthy egg, man, is it, bro. And you could tell when you're consistent with like consuming dietary eggs, that your sex drives up and your libido is elevated and your energy is. I mean, you could just tell. Was an old school bodybuilding guru, Vince Gironda. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but he was one of Arnold's gurus. He was the biggest advocate of an egg diet. He recommended 36 eggs a day. He said it was better than taking D-ball or Decadur-ball or whatever, better than steroids.
Yeah.
Right? So
okay, so what's the best kind? Because there's are all eggs good? Are some not good that aren't pasture raised? Give me the best egg that you would recommend.
Well, I mean, the best egg I would recommend is getting a pasture raised egg from like, a local farm. Is that always going to be?
That's the best.
Yeah, is that always going to be your best option? I mean, are you always going to be able to do that?
Right.
No, but I'll go and I'll pay money for the extra, for the pasture raised eggs, that have the USDA organic seal on it. Right.
Yep.
And that are fed.
So organic is the key.
Organic is important, but also pasture raised. Right. You could be fed an organic diet, but not have that freedom to roam.
Yeah.
When they say free range, from my understanding, free range is they have like a little box or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
so pasture raised is they actually have a lot of room.
Yeah.
And why is that important? Because
well, they're out there living a happy, peaceful life, man.
It's a thing.
It is a thing, bro.
That gets into their egg.
There's a thing, man. Like my daughter is vegetarian. She inspired me to do vegetarian one time, so I made it about 9 months, which I think is a fine diet because I'm still eating eggs and I'm getting nuts and
so
stuff.
even on vegan, you can eat eggs.
Well, vegan is not vegetarian. Right, vegan is no animal products. Vegetarian,
vegetarian. Yeah, okay,
vegetarian.
gotcha.
You could eat eggs and cheese. But I experimented with this diet, and it was fine. My ADD kicked in. I forgot where I was going with that.
Yeah, so we were going with the pasture eggs.
Mm-hmm. This is where we're going, right? So there is a thing, man, between like you are what you eat and you are what you eats, right? And so animals obviously have feelings and emotions and are a conscious being. And so if they're leading a stressful life, bro, and if they're murdered in an inhumane way and they're carrying that trauma and stress, we're downloading that information into our bodies too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a fact.
It is a fact. It is 100% fact. You know what I mean? And is it practical? For us, you just got to make the best choices you can day in and day out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm paying extra money for organic turkey, man. I'm paying extra money for pasture-raised eggs.
And so people watching, probably a fail-safe way to get healthy is just eat eggs every day, right? Yeah, I start every day with 10 eggs.
Eat less often and have eggs is without a question a bona fide superfood.
So every day I start with about 10 eggs. I do like one slice of Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel has a low glycemic index, which means it doesn't have a big insulin spike, right?
Yeah.
So I do that, and then I finished yesterday with another 10 eggs.
Yeah.
Those are my my first and last meal.
Yeah.
And I had one meal in between, 3 total meals in a 7-hour window.
Yeah, that's a good day, man.
I had fasted for 17 hours.
Good.
So I've gotten on this fasting thing. And last week, by the way, I didn't tell you this. Last week, folks, and listen up. Last week I had this stomach issue the weekend prior. It was really nasty. I'm like, man, this is not good. I feel toxic. So starting on Sunday of last week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I did 5 24-hour fasts in a row.
Beautiful.
I only ate at 7 p.m. each night.
Yeah.
That's it. And I had some salad with like some tuna. So I kept it pretty clean. Well, real clean.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I dropped 11 pounds. I was more shredded. My veins were popping. Abs were popping even more in 5 days.
Yeah.
Just from fasting 24 hours, 5 days in a row,
Yeah.
bro.